The king of the north!
I am the dragon's daughter.
By what right does the wolf judge the lion?
Hello, my sweet summer children. I'm back with some juice to get you through the long night. So we know the long night is coming and winter is here. And guys, Game of Thrones Season 7 is literally days away. But what weapons are in the long night arsenal of Westeros? The two things we know for sure that kill White Walkers are dragonglass and Valyrian steel. Whites can be killed with fire, or they can be ripped in half by a big ass giant if you have one. But the last giant that we know of was killed by Ramsay Bolton. I fucking hate him. The most effective way to kill a white is fire. And quickly. These are White Walkers and these are white. A white is a reanimated corpse, and a White Walker controls the whites. Some interesting things have popped up throughout the trailers and in some foreshadowing and in some promo pictures, so let's talk. Firstly, let's talk about the known Valyrian steel that exists in Westeros. The most notable Valyrian steel sword in our story right now is a Longclaw. Longclaw is the Valyrian steel greatsword of House Mormont that the Lord Commander gifted to Jon Snow when Jon saved the Lord Commander from the White. Next, we have Ned Stark's Valyrian steel greatsword that was melted down by Tywin Lannister and made into two swords, Oathkeeper and Widow's Wail. Oathkeeper was Jaime's sword that he gifted to Brienne, and he charged Brienne with finding Sansa and protecting her with it. Widow's Wail was Joffrey's sword. It was then saved for Tommen, but in the promo pics for Season 7, Widow's Wail is clearly on Jaime's hip. Then there is Heartsbane, the great Valyrian steel sword of House Tarly. We see Sam take the sword with him when he left Hornhill, and the sword is in his possession when he arrives at the Citadel. Lady Forlorn is the ancestral Valyrian steel sword of House Corbray. House Corbray is sworn bannerman to the Lord of the Vale, or the Knights of the Vale, and the Knights of the Vale are in Winterfell. Lady Forlorn is in the possession of Sir Lyn Corbray, and Sir Lyn Corbray is an ally to Littlefinger. Lady Forlorn could definitely pop up in Winterfell amongst the Knights of the Vale. Nightfall is the Valyrian steel sword of House Harlaw. The current wielder of Nightfall is Harys Harlaw. Harys Harlaw was named Lord of Greyshield by Euron Greyjoy, and his allegiance is to the Ironborn. We could get to see Nightfall through the Ironborn storyline. Also, there's another Ironborn Valyrian steel sword, and that is Red Rain. Red Rain is in the possession of Lord Dunstan Drum. He is also present during the raid on the Shield Islands. So depending on where HBO goes with Euron's story, we could very well get to see Nightfall and Red Rain. In my opinion, Red Rain is a badass name for a sword. The Targaryens have two ancestral Valyrian steel swords, Blackfyre and Darksister. Blackfyre was the last with Bittersteel and is now believed to be owned by the Golden Company. The only way I think we will see Blackfyre though is if the show tries to squeeze Aegon and young Griff into the story, or if someone is going to hire the Golden Company. Now, I think, and I won't go too much into detail, but I do think there is the possibility that Cersei could maybe need to hire the Golden Company after the losses that she takes in the wars to come. The second Targaryen Valyrian steel sword is Darksister. Now you guys know I believe Darksister is already in the possession of Meera and Bran, because Darksister was last known to be in the possession of Bloodraven, and then Meera comes out of the cave. She doesn't go into the cave with a sword, but she comes out with a sword. So I'm thinking that it's only fitting that it's Darksister. We have some other Valyrian steel swords. Bright Roar, the sword of House Lannister that was lost in Valyria. I don't see us getting to see that one. Orphan Maker, Truth, Lamination, Vigilance are all Valyrian steel swords whose whereabouts aren't clear. So out of all the known Valyrian steel swords, we could end up with 9 in the arsenal for the long night, but there could be more, or they could find the secret to making it and make more. That would just be awesome if Gendry was just pounding out Valyrian steel swords. We also have the Catspaw blade. On the cover of Entertainment Weekly, Arya had that blade. The blade is indeed Valyrian steel. The last person known to possess the blade was Littlefinger, so it's going to be kind of interesting seeing how Arya acquires the Catspaw blade, or if HBO is just trolling us. Either way, I think we will get to see the Catspaw. House Celtigar of Claw Isle has a Valyrian steel axe. House Celtigar was one of the houses that was loyal to House Targaryen, and it was one of the first houses to claim for Aegon before his conquest. House Celtigar also has the blood of old Valyria. Most recently, though, House Celtigar rallied to Stannis' banners, and their lord was taken prisoner after the Battle of the Black Water, and he then testified against Tyrion at his trial. Basically, any allegiance that he has to the crown is smoke and mirrors. He will most definitely probably rally to Daenerys' side, and we could get an axe of Valyrian steel. Now, Euron Greyjoy has a whole fucking suit of Valyrian steel armor, which he is the only one to possess such a thing. So hopefully we will get to see this armor, and if we do, it probably won't end well for whoever else is in the scene with him. And I don't know about Euron, guys. I definitely do not see him giving a fuck about the Long Night. Like, I don't even see him being concerned or concerning himself with the Long Night and White Walkers and all that. Now, let's talk Dragonglass. There's a shit ton of Dragonglass on Dragonstone. Stannis says it's all over Dragonstone. There's caves and tunnels of Dragonglass. In this still shot of Daenerys, it looks like she's finding the Dragonglass. The Children of the Forest use Dragonglass as their weapons. Dragonglass can be made into arrowheads, spears, and axes. Mira Reed actually kills a White Walker with a Dragonglass spear. Maester Luwin also actually had Dragonglass arrowheads already in a jar in Winterfell. In both trailers, Tormund has something that looks like a Dragonglass axe. The edges are rugged, but it looks to be Dragonglass. And a Dragonglass axe is just fucking awesome. To kill whites, fire is the necessity. We have the substance, wildfire, and then we have 3 actual dragons. Wildfire is made by the Alchemist Guild. They are actually able to make wildfire faster now since the dragons were born. Now, Cersei did blow up the Sept of Baelor, but there's still a ton of wildfire, and wildfire is being made every day. Cersei only leveled the Sept. The Mad King had wildfire caches all over King's Landing, so it could very well still be there, and the Alchemist Guild is still making more. Wildfire will kill whites and would be very useful. Wildfire burns almost, but not quite as hot as Dragonfire. And we have dragons. 3 dragons. Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. Dragons would be very useful in the wars to come, but if a dragon is killed, it may be reanimated. The White Walkers have reanimated direwolves, bears, spiders, and mammoths, so the dragons are at risk for reanimation if they're killed. The one good thing though about a dragon is that whites don't really carry like bows and stuff. They're usually just like crazed zombies just running around all crazy. So I don't think a white could kill a dragon. But the White Walkers are a different story. The White Walkers do carry ice spears, but you kind of have to hit a dragon multiple times to kill it. With Drogon in the fighting pits in Meereen, he took on tons of arrows and was just injured. He was fine. He wasn't killed. Also, a White Walker spear is made of ice, and fire trumps ice, so I doubt an ice spear would kill a dragon, unless it's like some kind of magical property to it or something. I just don't see an ice spear killing a fire hot dragon that bleeds fire. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But what do you think? Are there any other weapons you would like to see added to the Long Night arsenal? And do they have enough weapons to get them through the Long Night? Time will tell. As always, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and please click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children, have a good day.